you know exactly why you clicked on this video. Because the information that I'm about to tell you, bro, 9 times out of 10, you already know. You just probably need like maybe like an outside source or something like that to, I guess, confirm this information that you already know. But let's get into this information, bro. Let's talk about it, okay? Because this right here, this conversation that we're about to have is super important. And also, this does mean that you are becoming mature. You are not wasting your time. You're not wasting your energy. You're not wasting, obviously your life force energy. You're not going crazy on the internet or, trying to find, somebody on 79th Street over there off of University and like, goddamn 27th Ave. Like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you're from South Florida, if you're from Miami, then you know what time it is. Don't go to 79th Street. Do not. Okay? I repeat. Don't go to University. No, don't do it. Now, all jokes aside, seriously, if you don't live in Miami, that's good. Don't even worry about it. If you do live in Miami, bro, then you already know what time it is, dog. Stop playing with your energy. Stop playing with your seeds. Stop playing with all these. You know what I'm saying? You may never know. It's crazy out there. Niggas is getting robbed. Imagine you, right? You just want to get a quick fix. You go ahead, you pull up, you see some fine shit, some thick shit, and you say, man, this shit ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, XYZ. And then you get robbed. A lot of guys are actually getting robbed. Okay. Not only of their life force energy, but they're literally getting robbed of their money. You feel me? Getting robbed of their car. So please, I repeat, if you're gonna indulge in anything like that, bro, don't. Okay. But all jokes aside, what it do is your boy MOODYSTARR. Back again with another video, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do the intro for the outro. I don't do the intro in the beginning because you already know what time it is. Like, why do that? There's so much stuff to say. But I want to have this conversation with you guys, okay? This convo is very important. Now, before we get into it, man, shout out to everybody that's been supporting me. If you want to be the next donor, go ahead and, wherever I put the little link at up here or down here or wherever it's at, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. It's just not only just my job, this is my calling. And it literally feel like I'm actually just having a FaceTime conversation with you guys. You feel me? So, and it's been a while since I had a conversation with you guys like this. And of course, I'm on a streak right now. Not only on my retention streak, but dropping videos every single day. I want to try to get at least 3 videos out per day. So, we're going to keep this thing going. We're going to keep the momentum going. Now, so talking about whether or not you are ready for a relationship or even, having a rotation. You know what I'm saying? When I say rotation, meaning like, again, I'm not here to tell y'all how to get hoes. That's not me. That's not my job. I'm not here to tell y'all how to get bitches. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. However, it's all about energy management. And you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your energy, okay? Now, first of all, let's look at where you at life. And also think about like, okay, if you're talking to, a few females here and there, like I said in my last video, talking about like the no contact rule, whether or not it works. It does work to a certain extent, but what you have to understand is when you're dealing with women, they have this innate intuition to like sense BS from a mile away. So what does that mean? If you don't have your life together, if you don't have, a solid way of generating income, if you don't have consistency within your life, I'm talking about grounding yourself. If you don't have the discipline within your life to discipline yourself, then there's no way in hell that any female is actually going to mess with you. And now sometimes what guys do is like if they are lacking something, they would try to force the issue. They'll try to be like, you know what, bro? Like, okay, I don't have this, I don't have that, but I'm gonna try to holler at this chick. I'm gonna try to text her 10 times, Or I'm gonna try to like, okay, she didn't respond to my text here. Let me go to her Instagram, or let me go to her Facebook, or let me go to her Twitter, or let me go to her tagged, or whatever the fuck she's on, right? You as an individual are continuously wasting your energy, you're wasting your time, you're wasting valuable time. If you want to level up, and let's say you ready are, let's just say maybe you are like mentally ready for a relationship, but you still need to get the matrix side down packed. You still need to get the foundation down packed. What you have to start doing is being honest with yourself. Now, I like to use myself as an example, okay? And I'm gonna throw myself under the bus, and that's okay. I don't care. It is what it is. Shout out to not this bus, but you know, I like this shirt. Second time I'm wearing it. Shout out to Scooby Doo and the gang. But nah, I'm not throwing myself under this bus. But double entendre. I had to be honest with myself. So there's this particular female that I've really been feeling, right? Actually, there's two that I've really been feeling. And you know, of course I've been, you know, trying to better my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving from Georgia to Florida. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm helping out the family. I got to prioritize. Simple. This is normal. This is what, you know, a lot of guys go through when, like, you know, you have to prioritize, but then there's like a female in your rotation or maybe like in your orbit that is just like, man, she has the potential to be my girl. She has the potential to be my baby moms, right? I know at least 3 females like that. They have the potential to be my baby moms. But that's not going to happen no time soon. And the reason why it's not going to happen no time soon is because of me. And that's what I'm saying. You have to be honest with yourself. Not put down yourself, but be honest with yourself. Sometimes you have to put yourself in other people's shoes and just be like, and just think like, well, damn, would somebody want to vibe with somebody who is not consistent with being disciplined? Do you want to vibe with somebody who, you know, has money just maybe, you know, just at the beginning of the month, but when it's time to like, you know, do stuff towards the end of the month, like, do you want to vibe with somebody who's like inconsistent and can't pay for shit? Just like think about it. Sometimes you have to get up outside your body to understand like, okay, would somebody actually fuck with me? That's number one. Just ask yourself that question. Now, once you leveled up to the point where it's like, man, because life, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Life, living in the matrix is extremely easy. Sometimes it's way too easy. Way too easy. We complicate a lot of stuff in life because we tend to force things with women. We tend to force, like, you know what I'm saying, a situation. We talk too much. We text too much. We overshare. Oversharing is it's not attractive. You have to be somewhat of a mystery. You have to be somewhat of a person who is like still values his privacy. And of course, what are you doing? What is the personal rituals that you're doing to better yourself every single day? Are you working out? Are you going for walks? Are you going for jogs? Are you drinking water? These things, I'm not gonna lie. Again, the reason why life is so easy and the reason why like you can get whatever girl that you want. The reason why you can do this is because the Matrix has designed everybody to be attracted to one or two, I'd say a couple things, but mainly health and money. If you look like money and you in shape and you get to like, you know what I'm saying, flex and do all that. If you look like money and you are in shape, half the battle is done. Half the battle is done. I've inadvertently attracted different women based on how I carried myself, based on like my health, and I'm not gonna hold you. I had to be honest with myself, like, shawty, you cool or whatnot, but then instead of telling them, because again, what you don't even want to do is like say, you know what, shawty, you don't want to tell a female straight up, hey, I don't have enough money to such and such. You never want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Be a mystery. Stop oversharing. Stop saying like, oh man, I gotta take care of this, and then I stay with my peoples, and I gotta do this and do that. They don't want to hear none of that shit. No way. That, like, you're just losing the attraction, bro. In order to keep the attraction, you have to continue to be a mystery, but not only be a mystery, but continue to work on yourself. That now all the weaknesses that you may have, because everybody has a weakness. Like, it's really simple. You know what I'm saying? Once you start putting work in on the weaknesses that you have, you're going to become a better candidate for someone who's probably a lot more suitable for you. You see what I'm saying? Practicing semen retention betters your life as far as like your character, because you are practicing discipline. The more that you are not on the streak, the more that you just like kind of like whatever, doing whatever, you know, you just, you know what I'm saying? But you still want the goal, you still want the hoes, you still want the lifestyle, bro. You're just only cheating yourself. And what's going to happen is you're going to probably attract a female who may not be as in depth as you thought they would be. And now you might end up having a soul tie, a cheap soul tie that does it, because at the end of the day, bro, if you cheat yourself, you will be cheated. I repeat, if you cheat yourself, you will be cheated, bro. Your energy will be played with. I know this because I fucked up so many times. I cheated myself so many times. I relapsed so many times. You feel me? I cheated myself out of my own energy, and I got played with, bro. My energy got played with, bro. Like, dead ass serious. So, be honest with yourself. Stop cheating yourself out of your own energy. Stop cheating yourself out of a bad bitch. You feel me? Again, it's more than just the bad bitch. It's not even about the woman herself, you know what I'm saying? But it's more so about your consistency in growing, your consistency in being, you know what I'm saying, that beacon of light. That consistency of having the universal energy. Once you have that universal energy, you also will have that universal respect. Developing the universal energy and developing the universal respect starts when nobody is watching you. How often do you work out? How often can you abstain from having sex? Now again, I was playing myself like an accordion. And then every time when a certain female will come into my life, guess what? I wasn't fucking ready. I wasn't ready. I didn't work out like I didn't stay consistent. Again, you're not working out to attract a woman. You are working out to develop a lifestyle that is going to last beyond just like, you know, the physical realm. Having the discipline in order to say, you know what, I'm going to put my goals first. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, day by day, whether it's the 100 push-ups or 500 crunches, if I say I'm going to do this for 5 days straight, you have to stand on your word, bro. Women are not attracted to, women are not attracted to guys who are, sporadic or over emotional. And a lot of times, we as men, we become over emotional. Why? Because we overindulge in too much bullshit. Watching too much dumb shit that doesn't feed the mind. You know what's attractive to a woman though? Like, to be totally honest, is when you actually know something and when you can actually teach her something. Oh man, she's gonna be head over heels for you, bro. She's gonna be head over heels for you, bro. You ever talk to a female that knew nothing about astrology, but you knew something about astrology? You know what that does to a female's mind, bro? When you could tell them, like, when you can look at their chart and you can break down, like, yo, bro, your emotional strong points are here, here, and here. You act this way because of this, that, and this. Now, a lot of people on this channel, of course, you know, I have a mixture of people who comes from different spiritual backgrounds, Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever other, like, you know what I'm saying? Religion is out there. I know a lot of people come from different walks of life, but here on this channel, bro, I love my esoteric knowledge. I love it, and I look at it as like, okay, if God gives me the sun or God gives me the planets and stuff, these are just guidelines in how to navigate not only the matrix but navigate, dealing with human beings, because we all have like the same or similar type of emotions. But when it comes to like the combination of personalities and emotions and stuff, that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us different. The best thing you can do as a man is fall in love with some wisdom. Fall in love with some esoteric knowledge. Fall in love with the power of eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with, researching certain things. Because again, if you eat healthy, your emotions will always be in check. If you are eating garbage, what's going to happen is your sugar is going to spike and you're going to get all emotional. You're going to get all crazy, right? Listen, guys, don't put yourself out there. And again, I'm learning from my mistakes. Bro. Don't put yourself out there knowing that you're not ready. It's simple. It's like, why would you go to a strip club and you only got $100 in your pocket? Now, I'm not telling you to go to a strip club at all. I'm not. But I'm just saying, that's a terrible example, but I'm just saying. Why would you even go to a place where $100 could be gone just like that? You feel me? I mean, if you're going to go out and have a good time, bro, it's really simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, stack up your bread. But of course, in order to stack up your bread, you have to understand what discipline is. And you can't be distracted. You lose money when you distract yourself. Again, when you cheat yourself and you are distracting yourself with bullshit that don't fucking matter, bro, you're wasting time and you're wasting money. All that time of distracting yourself for an hour or two, you could have made profit off of that. At the end of the day, bro, women, essentially, they respect that masculine energy and, of course, what you can provide. How much bread that you have. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, it's not about the love of money, bro. It's never been, like, the love of money is the root of all evil. But because we live in a society where, like, everybody's still, under the spell of this, of seeing a green dollar or knowing, like, oh, okay, money is this and money can buy this house, money can buy a car and all that. Because we put so much value into it as the human race, we have to work with that as a tool. And to be totally honest, bro, a female ain't gonna fuck with you if you ain't got no money, bro. What the fuck does it mean for you to be spiritual or know about astrology and you don't even have money to catch the bus to go see a homegirl? Put not even having a car to the side. You don't even have bus fare. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, be realistic with yourself. Be real with yourself. Look, we live in a day and age of technology where we can learn so much so fast. We have something called ChatGPT. We have something called the Gemini app. These apps, I'm not gonna hold you, and I might make a separate video about this. These apps, bro, number one, you're not just talking to AI. I believe you're talking to extraterrestrials. When we use ChatGPT, nigga, it's an extraterrestrial right now just waiting like, what this nigga gonna ask me today? What? How can I make, or what type of like videos I can make, or what? It's a motherfucker right now. I believe, and I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like ChatGPT, because you can talk to this motherfucker, right? You can write a whole paragraph. It took you maybe 6-7 minutes to write a whole paragraph to ChatGPT. Within seconds, this motherfucker has an answer for you. Within seconds. See, that's a good thing and a bad thing, because the good thing about it is that, like, you're learning so much and you can learn, and it's like, okay, there's like right now, there is absolutely no excuse as to why anybody cannot be successful in life. especially if you have a cell phone, especially if you got social media or like just things of that nature. We're moving into a day and age of the age of Aquarius, where information and all of that is actually being exposed to us at a very fast rate, high rate. Bro, I use Chat GPT from time to now. Sometimes I'll be cussing Chat GPT out. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not perfect. And some of these extraterrestrials, they know what the fuck. They know what's be going on, because I be asking some real life questions, and of course they have a computer generated answer, and it's just like, okay, if you ask about anything esoteric, all it's gonna say is like, oh well, there's a group of people that believe that this theory is that if you do this, then blah 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 blah. Like, all right, whatever, bro. Whatever. You still part of their ass, but it's all good. Use the tools, bro, that we have. Don't let the tools use us. Ask questions. AI is actually not dangerous. It's how you program it. It's what you ask it. That's what becomes quote unquote dangerous or not. So with that being said, bro, if you ever, and I'm only saying this because this is what I did, bro. When I ain't really had nobody to talk to, when it seems like, okay, cool. Like I want to still learn more, because Google can only tell you so much. If you want to learn something really really quick, and again, I'm not trying to like advertise Chat GPT, but like they have different apps. Gemini, they got different Google, they got different types of apps out there that if you want to find out information, you can find out information. If you want to talk about a social experiment, or if you want to talk about a situation where you're dealing with a female, bro, trust and believe, bro. There's different places and things out there that you can, like, if you ask a specific question, you'll get an answer, and based off that answer, of course, I say don't ever look at something and be like, okay, this person knows all the answers. I don't give a damn if it's Chat GPT, AI, super AI, whatever. Because yes, that's going to help you and maybe guide you within the matrix, but your real GPS system, your real AI is within you. Getting back into Mother Nature. If you don't trust, using some of these apps or whatnot, that's cool. Go outside and meditate, bro. Go outside and get some sun, bro. Dead ass serious. Go out and tap into the infinite intelligence that's free to everybody right now. But see, the thing is, a lot of people don't know how to tap into that because their brain is so clouded with bullshit. Their brain is so clouded with like, they don't even understand that, like, what I'm saying, we are actually multidimensional beings. Because we are all multidimensional beings, you feel me? So, you'll know when you're ready for a relationship, bro. You'll know. Once you start asking the certain questions and documenting these answers or whatnot, like whether it's like you're researching, whether it's you're going to ask yourself these questions, whether it's going to be, a therapist or ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever it is, bro. At the end of the day, you still have to do the work, and you got to put all the information together. Even if it's you watching videos. Like for me, when I want some type of guidance or whatnot, like shit, even sometimes I'll be watching my own videos from time to time, because it'd be like, damn, bro. Like half the time when I'm making my videos, I be getting a lot of downloads. Y'all see, I don't really read from nothing or anything like that. I can go on and on and on and on and on, just getting straight instant downloads, or just remembering what I've been going through. See, when you practice retention, your memory is sharp. You are recycling the life force energy through your body. It's going up to the brain. It's going up to the Christ consciousness. When you have Christ consciousness, bro, you can do anything that you want to do, bro. That's under the sun. That's as far as that's like, aligned with, living Christ-like. Me personally, with because if I was gonna ask myself, well, am I ready for a relationship? I'm gonna say hell no. Hell no, I ain't ready for no relationship. And the main reason why I can say that I'm not ready for a relationship is because, number one, I'm specifically looking for a type of female. Like I ain't about to sit here and just be like, okay, I'ma settle for a chick who And this is just me. And sometimes you might have to get bougie. You might have to like be a little uppity a little bit about the type of females that you want because you are raising your frequency. If you are eating healthy, why would you want to deal with a female who still eat pickle legs and hot sausages and hot Cheetos and shit? Why would you still want to Hey, back in the day, that shit was fun. You know, a chick from the hood having the pickle eggs and all that, that's cool. That shit fun. You know what I'm saying? All that, that's fun. But legitimately speaking, bro, with the body chemistry and how things work, diseases only exist when you eat unhealthy. You can't get like put it like this, bro. STDs, for example. STDs actually they don't exist because motherfuckers is not, motherfuckers is going from this to this and going crazy. Like, yeah, that has something to do with it. But STDs actually exist because of the food that motherfuckers eat. You create If you are eating dead stuff, then you're walking around with a mini graveyard within your stomach, bro. And like mad shit is gonna come from that mini graveyard. We pass gas and shit. It's like as humans, we're not even supposed. When we pass gas, it ain't supposed to stink. It's not. That just means that the food that you digested from maybe 3, 4 days ago is still not fully digested. When we eat food, we're supposed to be digesting stuff like kind of fast. And I'm talking about like fruits and vegetables and shit, but mainly fruits. We are electromagnetic beings. Okay? So understanding who you are, understanding your molecular structure, and then understanding the type of female that you want to, attract. You may like a female right now, and maybe she just doesn't eat the way how you want her to eat. I'm sorry, bro. That has to be a deal breaker. Granted, not everybody's gonna be perfect. You might find someone who's like, oh well, I don't eat meat, but from time to time, I'm gonna have me some pizza or some shit or whatever. You feel me? You're not always gonna find somebody like exactly like who you want type shit, but don't settle just because she's beautiful as fuck or just because she has a fine ass. Because a lot of you niggas is gonna settle. I can tell y'all right now, a lot of y'all gonna settle. And the reason why I say that is because I was the dumbass that settled before. I had this one chick in my past. She told me how like eating meat, eating dairy products was so bad, but she could not quit eating steak. It's like, well, nigga, how you know you say all this is good, but then you turn around and you still. And again, I wasn't really judging her like that, but it's just like, we can't just be we can't like we can't be in the middle, bro. Like it's just not gonna fucking work. It's not gonna work with your energy. The energy don't lie. Anytime you pass gas, it's not gonna lie. It's gonna tell you the truth. If you pass gas right now and it smells crazy, bro, it's because you've been eating shit. Keep it a bean. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But for me, again, this is how I know I'm not ready for a relationship because I am still trying to be consistent with my life. I'm still trying to consistently eat healthy. I'm still trying to consistently be on retention. I'm still trying to consistently work out. I'm still trying to consistently, you know what I'm saying, have like this form of income where it's like, okay, I'm not only just making money just to pay the bills, but I'm making money comfortably. Don't force nothing, bro. I don't give a damn how old you is. You could be 45 years old, bro. Now, maybe if you 45 years old, nigga, you probably slightly behind, but then again, time is an illusion. So you really at the right type of pace that you need to be at right now. This is how you know when you're gonna be ready for a relationship, bro. When everything that you put your personal goal, like you gotta have a big three within your life. What's the big three major things that you do every single day that's going to make you a better person? Think about that. What's the major 3 points in your life that's gonna make you a better person, that's gonna make you a solid individual? That even when you do get a girlfriend or whenever you are ready to go into a relationship, if it doesn't work out, it's not like it's the end of the world because you have something to go back to. That's the thing about it, bro. Don't go all in, put all your chips in, and now, like, you know, you lose everything. What do you have to depend on? What do you have to go back to? It should be the many ritual, or the few rituals, or I would say the three big things in your life that's going to continue to make you a better man, make you a better person, find a better individual. Again, when I'm making these videos, bro, I'm talking to y'all and I'm also talking to myself. This is why I'm dropping these videos every single day like how I used to. The proof is in the pudding. For me, it's working out, it's making a video, and eating healthy. That's my big three. If I work out, if I make a video, and if I eat healthy, that's the big three. But then of course it's a lot more steps to that. But when the more I'm more consistent with that is the more I'm more like emotionally intelligent. I know how to talk to women with a clear mind. I actually know how to hold a conversation. I actually have the creative energy which is in the sacral chakra. You hold on to your life force energy, you hold on to your seed and whatnot, and you're not messing around with your root chakra too much. You actually have, or you develop this creative energy that, like, when it comes to like Riz or having a game or something like that, bro, it's gonna be out of this world. You gonna make a female's heart smile. Like I gave one young lady like a small, it was free validation and whatnot, but like, again, we're not giving out free validation every day. If you cannot give out validation at all, then that's cool. But if that's just a part of your character, then that's okay. But just learn how to limit it. You feel me? Like, don't, like, still be yourself. But if you know if it's a little bit too much, you gotta know how to tame yourself. You gotta know how to, like, you know, kind of vibe and just chill. I gave this chick a compliment and I made her day. I made her day. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even trying to. And that's the thing about it. Like, your words hit different. Yeah, bro. Like I said, your words gonna hit different. Everything is just gonna be a lot more sharper when you are talking to people, bro. When you're talking to women, it's gonna be they will feel your energy, bro. It's gonna be, see, everything happens when you start doing the small stuff that nobody can't see. The working out, the positive self-talk, the going for walks. I'm telling you, this is the only way. This is the main way to manifest, bro. I'll make a whole separate video about like manifestation and how to, like, you know what I'm saying? How you know, like, when it's time to really put yourself out there. I'm going through this shit right now. I'm putting myself back at square one. Cause I did this so many times. It's just this time around, you know, I want to make sure that I cross my T's and I dot my I's. I want to make sure that I'm not wasting my energy. Or better yet, I want to make sure that when I raise my frequency, raise my vibrations, and now I'm like, you know, I'm like the talk of the town, I'm the man of the hour, that I don't attract a woman who's going to just drain me of my energy. I rose to the mountaintop twice and got knocked down twice, bro. And I'm not gonna fully put the blame on her, but I'm gonna make sure that I take responsibility as well. I got weak. I did. Pussy was amazing. I got weak. I started, like, not thinking logically. I started, you know, booking trips that was expensive as hell, and I stopped working out. I didn't work out as much. I was just so alert. I was just so hypnotized by the by the female energy, the female attraction, that I stopped working on myself. Once you stop working on yourself, it's the beginning of the end. You guys got to stay motivated. Whether you clapping some cheeks or not, you got to stay motivated, bro. Especially when you clapping cheeks, you got to stay motivated. You got to stay locked in, bro. So with that being said, bro, I'm going to end the video for today. Again, there's a lot more stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, this is how you know if you're ready for a relationship or not, dog. If you're not consistent within your own life, then you're not ready for a relationship. If you are consistent within your own life, you got your own, like, shout out to, what's the nigga name? I call him Aston Martin, but Ashton, the nigga that be having the, be putting his face in the water and shit, and he lost his speed the other day. If you don't got, and I'm not saying you don't have to be as extravagant as that guy, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. Take a page out of his book, bro. Have a morning routine. Have a routine for real. He can lose the speed. A chick could try him tomorrow. Granted, he was in the NFL and stuff, so I don't even know who this nigga was before, like, while he was in the NFL. This is how you know. This is how you know you can rebrand yourself. You're thinking that, like, okay, this nigga made it to the NFL. He's at the top of the mountain. A lot of these people make it to the NFL, and what happens after they play for 3, 4, 5 years? Nigga, nobody knows who they is. They fall out of shape. But see, this guy, Aston Martin, I like to call him Aston Martin, he rebranded himself completely after the NFL. He's more famous now than he ever was in the NFL. So this is how I know, bro. Like, you probably been to the mountaintop a couple of times. You probably had the baddest bitch. You probably had like some good ass rotation, and then you probably just got distracted by the fruits of your labor. This time around, bro, let's rebrand ourselves. Let's lock in. Let's get ready. Let's tighten up. Because when we can lock in, when we can tighten up, when we can get to another level, a new level, it's going to be new females. It's also going to be new obstacles as well. You just got to lock in, bro. Now, if you resonate with this energy, dog, make sure you drop a like, drop a super chat, drop it back on the Cash App or PayPal to support the team. Like I said, this is more than my job. This is my calling. And I'm going to treat this like a FaceTime, and I'm going to have a conversation with y'all. If you want me to be your personal if you want me to be your personal consultant without having to go to the BS and doing all this other stuff, just keep tapping into the videos, bro. Because what's going to happen is that you are actually going to become your own personal consultant once you start exercising your own rules, regulations, and rituals. In the meantime, join me on my journey, fitness journey, retention journey, you know what I'm saying, eating healthy journey, and we're going to lock in, bro. And hold me accountable too, bro. Like, again, if I make it, I'm dropping these videos, and maybe 2, 3 weeks from now, if you don't see no improvement, call me out. Call me out now. I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. Like, I take constructive criticism. It really don't fucking matter. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't even really want y'all worrying about me. Worry about yourself. Worry about locking in. Worrying about being your own consultant, so you can start being a consultant for somebody else. You can end up being a life coach for someone else just by, you know, tapping into your ability to be consistent, be precise with what you want. And that's how you know when you're ready for a relationship. And also too, when you're talking to these females or whatnot, make sure that, like, you're not only wasting your time, don't waste your time. You know what I'm saying? But also understand, like, when you're texting and talking to females and you have nothing to talk about or nothing, like, they know that you're not doing shit with their life, with your life. And they may try to play with your energy. This is why it's very important not to be in the phone for too much. Have some meaning behind the conversation if you're going to do that. Have some meaning. Like, be like, yo, such and such, such and such, we going to work out. If you want to link up, we can work out. A lot of times women, they tend, you know, sometimes when they see you work out and they see you have the muscles and shit like that, they be like, ooh, I want to work out. Ooh, I want to join the workout, da, 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 da. 85% of them are never serious. They just, like, you know, just want to be part of your life. But to the 15% that is serious, you'll know. You'll know the small things, the small subtle things, dog. What you do on a small scale that people don't see every single day. That's what's gonna make you who you are, bro. Remember that, bro. MGT, what it do? It's your boy MOODYSTARR, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I highlight current events and talk about my spiritual volcano. It's beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. If you made it to the end of the video, bruh, you the GOAT. And you do know that since you're not ready for a relationship and shit like that, like, okay, if a female is still talking to you, that's another thing too. If a female is still pulling on your energy and you know that you're not ready for a relationship, it's okay to still, you know, talk or whatnot. Just don't let it become distracting. Okay? Always put yourself first. Always put your goals first. She always gonna be there. She's gonna be attracted to you. You get what I'm saying? Be mature about the situations, dog. Like, my last girlfriend, if I was a little bit more stern in what I believed, if I was like more mature in what I believed, honestly, I could have had my cake and eat it too. Because I literally told her we would never work out as boyfriend and girlfriend. I told her that. I was like, bruh, the way how you be talking, the way, yeah, we vibe and stuff, we may find each other sexually attractive, but like in the long run, it's not gonna work out. I told her that. She still wanted to force the issue. And my dumb ass, I folded. She still wanted to be in a relationship, and then I'm telling her, I'm like, bro, nigga, if I would have stood tall and stood 10 toes of what I was saying, she could have just been some piece of work. Like every time we meet up, and then we go about our business. But nah, because I wasn't stern in what I believed in. She wanted the title. She wanted me to text her good morning every day, this, that, and the third. And once I started doing that shit, it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. And then she ended up leaving me high and dry, talking so, I deserve better than this. I deserve to be heard, and da 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 da. It's like, come on, bro. This is why you put yourself first. This is why you don't make a woman the center of your universe, bro. You feel me? You be the center of your universe, and if she is there with you consistently, like doing the right things and doing what she needs to do without being a distraction, and yeah, give to her. Love her unconditionally if you want to. You feel me? Because she's doing her part. But when she becomes a distraction, that's the beginning of the end. So this is what you need to look out for, like when you are deciding whether or not you want to be in a relationship. But other than that, bro, it's been your boy MOODYSTARR. Like, share, comment down below, drop a bag on the Cash App or PayPal to support the team. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.